So Tencent's revenue decline was well anticipated, and that's primarily due to macro headwinds and also sporadic COVID outbreak that has been affecting core segments. But then we focus on the earnings beat, which was due to effective cost control, and we're also positively surprised by the outlook that came out. So its ADRs performed very well overnight, and that reaffirms our view that Tencent is regaining growth momentum across its core sectors. And we expect that for video accounts, monetization was ahead of our expectations in terms of timeline. We expect that to be a core driver, and that will contribute about a quarter of its online advertising revenue in 2 years. And also the second point will be about the early signs of improvement that we're seeing in its core segments and also in terms of the broader macro backdrop. So specifically on Weixin Pay transaction volume, we see that picking up and also a stabilization of online ads decline. So that will be something that we will be monitoring going forward.
Esme, I want to ask about the games because we've seen the resumption of new titles being announced at about 65 each time for 4 months, April, June, July, and August. And all of those times, both NetEase and Tencent were absent from the list. Do you expect this to change anytime soon? How much of a problem is this for Tencent?
Right, thanks for the question. We expect that to change, and let us take a step back. And the core reason as to why Tencent and NetEase has not been gaining approvals yet is because of regulatory concern and their preference for giving licenses to smaller game companies just in order to get them afloat and prevent them from going down under. And the second thing will be about the timeline. So we're expecting Tencent and NetEase and the larger game developers to get game licenses in fourth quarter. And the reason for that is they're able to have some key legacy titles in order to tide them over for this period with no game approvals. So in terms of their core legacy titles, for example, Tencent, Honor of Kings, and also Peacekeeper Elite has come up with very strong numbers, even there are no new game approvals.